It's a beautiful day out this morning. I guess you can kind of see the light over my left shoulder. The sun is just really throwing a beautiful light. It's a little cool. It's not cold, but I did go back in the house to throw on some long sleeves. It's a nice walk this morning, very nice. I'm about halfway through. But if my body holds up, I might push it a little farther this morning. Aha. Which brings me to my thoughts this morning, We always say, well, not we, not everybody, but, we have been, how should I word this? I believe, let's start that way. I believe, we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. Yeah. I actually got that phrasing from one of my Christian training group leaders, and that was Fudi Fabu gave me that statement. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. And what I've discovered and what I thought about this morning, I got this thing in my ear, but I listened to no music this morning. I didn't even turn the music on. I was just pretty pensive this morning. Because that physical part, a lot of times we want to throw that physical part away, and we vilify the physical so much. I think because the Bible speaks of the flesh, we have a sense that everything that is of the flesh is wrong, but we came into flesh, we came into this physical being. So that's obviously extremely important. Now, what got me onto that? I'll tell you. I'll share this with you. I went to the doctor yesterday. I said I wasn't going. I was like, screw them. I'm not going. But something inside of me just kept saying go. So I went, and he wants to do a surgery to remove this biggest nodule off my thyroid. He says that's not the total reason that I've been coughing for 3 years. He says, but it is contributing to it. And we know that that's a common procedure. My sister even had something similar to it. She can't remember which one she had. So it is a family thing, according to him. He said sometimes that stuff is hereditary. But, that kind of threw me for a loop. I don't care how simple it is. I've only been cut on once, and that was to bring a big-headed little girl into the world. But it really made me think about my own journey and my own perception of myself. And it forces you to look at your mortality, and especially aging, always wanting to defy the aging process. And as Black people, we say black don't crack. It really doesn't. But that does not mean that we don't age, that our bodies do not, we take a toll on our bodies. And so that has been kind of a, not necessarily a wake-up call, but something for me to really think about is our humanity. Yesterday, watching the George Floyd trial. Well, it's not George Floyd's trial. I'm sorry. It's the Chauvin trial. It's his trial. He's the one on trial, not George Floyd. But several of the commentators said that the prosecutors did an excellent job of humanizing George Floyd. They did an excellent job of humanizing him, because in the eyes of many police officers, in the eyes of many Caucasian people and many people of other races, Black people are not human. We are, number one, a threat. And so they did an excellent job of humanizing him. So that whole concept of humanity, of being human, I guess is a theme that just kind of hit me yesterday and stayed with me through the night, and I woke up with it. So, and then I picked up my phone this morning. Hey, Linda. Hey, Mayasa. So I picked up my phone this morning really just to see what time it was, because I'm not a morning person. So I'm taking advantage of, I stay up late. I'm a night owl, but I've been taking advantage of being at home so I can sleep late. So I looked at my phone to see what time it was, so I knew I needed to get ready for my walk. But what popped up was Iyanla Van Zandt. And I've been, I guess, a student, just kind of reading her work and listening to her. I have a lot of respect for her. And on her post, she said, pay attention to life. Pay attention to life. And I said, okay. I thought I was doing that, but I'm going to do that a lot better. And as I was walking, I was thinking about, the surgical procedure that I have to do, which kind of shook me because I always felt like I was, I'm healthy as an ox and, I take care of myself, not completely. I know I consume some things I shouldn't, but, pretty decent in terms of my health. So, that kind of has been a journey for me. Then my little water bottle here, this little water bottle right here, you see that cap? I tried to close the darn thing and I feel like I broke my thumb. And I was like, oh my Lord, okay, listen, Spirit, I'm listening. You don't have to break me down into 25 pieces. I am listening. But, it really kind of made me think as I was walking. You do have to pay attention to life. Pay attention to your body. Your body is saying, I am a physical vessel, and I'm here, but I am in the physical, and you've got to pay attention to that. Your aspiration might be to be centered and try to always come from a place of spirit, always try to come from a place of love and understanding, and to be in alignment, with that spark of divinity that's inside of you. But that doesn't dismiss the fact that you're human and you're having this human experience because that is the way the Creator designed it. So stop trying to circumvent the process and go with the flow and pay attention to life. So I think that, I think that from yesterday to this moment, that's a revelation. That's a revelation for me. And I'm not so much worried about the surgery. I know in my spirit that I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. It's just the idea that now, one of the things I most hate to do, go to doctors. I've got to deal with these doctors and kind of follow them and respect their wisdom and respect their knowledge and do what's best for me physically. But that does not mean that my journey of being in alignment with my spirit is faulty. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong. It just means that it's life. And we came here to have this physical experience. So yeah, it feels so good out here. I wish y'all were out here with me. And that sun is just shining on this gold hair. I'm loving this here moment. I could sit right here for several more hours, but I won't. I got a couple of things I want to do. So that's a revelation for me. And I think that that's going to help define this next chapter of my life, So I hope that's been something for you. I hope it's been something for you. This is primarily for me to hear and to feel and to experience and also to heal, because we want to be well mentally, physically, and spiritually. But everything that comes to us is serving our journey. We just have to take the time to examine it and to be still and be quiet. Beyonce was not in my ear this morning. What's that other little girl's name? Fantasia was not in my ear this morning. Mariah Carey and Whitney were not in my ear this morning. The little Yeezy guy, what's his real name? Yeezy, whatever his name is. He was not in my ear. Kanye West, he was not in my ear this morning either. Just silence and breathing and being grateful for this time that I have to examine and pay attention to life. So I hope that some kind of way, whatever point that this video falls in your presence, that it helps you too. Okay? So thanks, Penny Smith. Thanks, Mayasa, for joining me today. I appreciate that. I'm really shocked that I really hit my midway mark right at 10 o'clock. And I must have been talking a long time because it's 10:15. So I don't want to talk that long. So I'm getting ready to go. Y'all have a great day. I'm out.